Hello, beautiful being. Welcome to In Her Dreams and welcome to your reading. I'm so grateful that you're taking time to tune in to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. Lilith is in the house. She's been in my energy all day, and for the past couple of days, I've been getting messages from Lilith. So this is definitely going to be a reading that promotes your freedom, your independence, your strength, and your freedom to be you. Exactly who you were meant to be. Ashe. Alright, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Let's pull a rune and see what rune is coming through for you in this reading. What's the vibe of this message? You've got 3 again. 3 came out last time. Okay, you've got the weird card, which is fate. It's a blank slate. It's what you want something to be. And Divine is asking, what do you want to draw on this canvas, the canvas of your life? What do you want your life to be? There may be a situation that you've been facing and you might be asking yourself, what is it going to look like? What is it going to be? Divine says that's within your power to design, to envision, and to create your unique desires. Okay? So you have a blank canvas here, and you can wield your power in whatever way you wish. Okay? You've also got Ovella, rune 23. This is about inheritance, heritage, legacy, and property. This is also about the ancestors, so you may be receiving messages from your ancestors. I know they've been speaking to me a lot lately. I feel like this energy is coming through very strong with this retrograde energy that's very strong cosmically. We've got, I think, 4 planets are currently in retrograde. So the ancestors are tapping into this frequency of reflection, and they're guiding you. Okay? This is about you stepping into your wealth and tapping into the frequency of leadership, wealth, and heritage. You're creating a legacy for yourself. And it is beautiful. Okay? Divine says it will look like that of no other being. What you're creating is unique, it is original, and you have the power to create as you see fit. Okay, you've also got Ingus, which came out last time. This is about your fertility. This is about your potent energy of creation and life. You're a creator. There are forces that have come to distract you and to test you. But ultimately, you will always win because that's your destiny, is to win. You did not come here to lose. Okay? Alright, I'm going to put these up. I like to put these in the camera just in case you want to screenshot them so you can remember that energy and see that specific message and some of those keywords that might inspire you there with these messages that Spirit is bringing through for you. Okay? I'm going to pull a couple of archetype cards. See what's going on with your energy at this time and the guidance that Divine is bringing through. Alright, the Pilgrim. You have deep insight that helps you on your journey. Also, a lot of the situations that you have been through, something has come to a climax. Like you've experienced the hardest, the most difficult point of a journey. You've already experienced it. Divine says the worst is behind you. And you're using that insight that you gained as a result of that rough terrain that you have climbed and that you have overcome. You're using that to build your legacy now. There's something about the experiences that you've been through that you are infusing into your art, into your words, into your creations, that is so very powerful. And that's what makes what you create a miracle. Divine says not only are you a miracle, but your creations, each of your creations, every single thing that you touch, it is a miracle. Because it's alchemy. You have alchemized all of the bullshit that you've been faced with in your life. And you've done so with power and with dignity. Yeah. Your journey is unlike that of any other being, because it's a very specific set of circumstances that you have faced that have given you the strength that you have now. Incredible strength. Incredible strength. One of those cards, I think it was it Ingus? It was very clear masculine energy. Yeah, charging with male energy. It says building creativity. It represents the father. Okay, so this is empowerment through your masculine energy. Sun. The sun is coming through. You shine like the sun. All right, there was a thief that was in your energy who was trying to steal from you, trying to steal ideas, trying to steal your ability to shine with that father energy coming through. That is the sun. This person was trying to step in front of you. It's like they were trying to cause an eclipse and bring darkness so that your light would not shine. But there's a secret that you hold. And the secret that you hold is your ancestral wisdom. So they couldn't get in the way. They could not cause a permanent delay for you, which is what they wanted. Whoever this thief was, for some of you it's a parent, for some of you it's someone you encountered in this lifetime. It could have been a coworker, a neighbor, a frenemy, a family member, a lover who pretended to be a lover, or who desired to be a lover but did not have the potential, the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding of how to love someone genuinely. Okay, this is someone who lacked love. And that's a secret that they withheld from a lot of people. It's a secret that they covered up because they painted themselves to others to be very lovable. But the truth is that love does not reside within this person. And so because they do not have the ability to love, they tried to siphon all of your light, all of your love from you, but they could not do this. This person is now melting, okay? It's almost as if all the energy that they siphoned from you, it hasn't done for them what they wanted it to do. They wanted it to build them up, but they did not get a hold of that energy in the right way. They stole it. And so it's like they took energy from you, and it was like sand in their hands, and they're trying to run away with it. But you can't hold on to sand. You can't hold on to water. Okay? And so they tried to steal something away from you, take something away from you that they did not know how to keep within them. Just by the sheer nature of how they stole this energy from you, they were never going to be able to take it and keep it and allow it to become something fruitful for themselves. That's not how it works. When you steal it, it's not going to do anything for you. So that's what they're realizing now. This person is now in exile. Okay, so this thief that tried to siphon your energy, and they did siphon your energy, but your energy is being restored to you. And this person is being removed from your life. They are in exile so that you are able to create. Okay? What you're going to notice is that there's a lot more energy that you have. It's almost like the calm after the storm. It's the rainbow that comes out after it rains, you know? It's like a certain peace that you're beginning to experience. And that's because during that storm that you went through, that's when you were learning all the lessons. Now it's just about integration and experiencing peace. Okay? A hunter is here. Divine, tell me about this hunter. The stayed. Alright, you got 3 of Cups here. There may be people around you who are... I want to get some clarity on this because I really want to be clear on the energy of this hunter vibe. Okay, you've got the Hanged Man, 3 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the 9 of Wands. There are still energies around you that wish to siphon your energy. It's a very curious vibe. They have a different perspective of you now with this Hanged Man. They see you in a different light. Okay? These are predatory energies. Don't get it twisted. They are predatory. However, you're protected from them with this 9 of Wands. These are people around you. This could be people who are still surrounding you in an environment where you still are present. Okay? Wherever it is that you associate with people, whether it's in the workplace or in a community, there are still predatory energies within this field. Okay? I see them salivating. It's like they want your energy. Okay? Right there. They want your energy. And they're in a community or in a group. They have their eyes on you. Okay? But you are protected. And the reason you're protected is because with each of these wands, you have gained strength and an understanding of how to protect yourself. You are fully protected. Divine is saying that there's always a hunter. There's always a devil lurking. Always. But you are never going to have to go through what you went through on this journey as the pilgrim. With that mountain right there. You're never going to have to climb a mountain like that. Because in truth, these people around you who still have their eyes on you, but they see you in a different light. They see you as a person who is also able to hunt and protect and defend. You have gained something on this journey as the pilgrim that gave you the strength to defend yourself. You are never going to allow yourself to get into a situation where you are overwhelmed by someone else's energy, because there's a certain level of strength that you have built on your path. Divine didn't bring out the 7 of Wands here because 7 of Wands is like active. The way I see the difference between 7 of Wands and 9 of Wands, 7 of Wands is like you are actively having to set up shields and protect yourself because the energy coming at you is so harsh and you might not know exactly what to do, so you put up all your defenses. 9 of Wands is like, I've been through something. I know what I'm doing. So you have your boundaries up. You have your defenses up. But you're confident. There's no fear here. And Divine is saying that if you have felt fear, there's no need for fear. Because what you have now is a set of skills, a set of tools that you can enact and activate at any given moment in order to become that hunter. So it doesn't matter who's around you in this energy. You have this energy as well. And you can defend and protect yourself whenever you need to. You have the words that you need to say to protect yourself. You have the energy that you need, the strength that you need, the fortitude that you need in order to protect yourself at all times. So whoever it is in this Three of Pentacles, and Divine is really bringing this through because we've got Three of Cups as well. This could be a social group. This could be a group related to work, community. I see that definitely with Pentacles. But whoever they are, they're not a threat to you. There's no one around you that's a threat to you. Because you're busy creating, and Divine says that you bring protection to yourself and to those that you love when you create. This enacts your fire. It activates your fire. It purifies your energy through fire when you create. Okay? I love that. I'm going to pull a couple of these cards. But first, let me get an oracle card. And then we're going to get some more details from the other deck. Thank you, Spirit. What's coming through for this beautiful being? You and your loved ones are safe. Divine really wants you to know that. You and your loved ones are safe. You know, one reason why you've been through this is to be able to trust in your protective forces, the protective forces that surround you. Divine really wants you to trust your ancestors, your spirit allies. Archangel Michael is coming through. Ashe. The Divine always wants you to feel wrapped in divine protection, beautiful protection, so that you can focus on your creative abilities, your skills. You are becoming a master if you have not already. You are becoming a master in whatever passion it is that you have. That is why you are so divinely protected, because your life's mission is so important to each and every one of your ancestors and spirit allies. Okay, they want to make sure that you feel safe and secure as you create. I'm going to pull a couple of these. Divine is also saying that whoever is around you, that you accept into your inner realm, okay, so your inner circle, they are going to prosper simply by associating with you. And so whoever this was, this thief, the reason why they had to go is because they were benefiting from your energy just by being close to you. That's how powerful you are. And Divine said enough is enough, because they were benefiting and prospering because they were siphoning your energy, not because they were walking with you. This person did not work with you and walk with you. They were coming against you and they were attacking you. That's what thieves do. So Divine had to clear out your circle, scanning whoever it was that was in your inner circle, or whoever it was that was around you trying to cling to you. They had to come in with a scythe and cut them out. And so what has happened is a purge, purification. Your inner circle has been purified. Your divine loving realm has been purified. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. Faith. Yes, this came out in a recent reading. You have faith, beautiful being, and that's something that's so beautiful, because no matter what you've been through with this thief and with the torment that you have experienced from others, you still have faith. That is why you have protection, because you have faith. You have never lost sight of your divine connection. You are going through an immense amount of healing, and you've already experienced an immense amount of healing. So all of that work that you've done on yourself, now you are gathering the courage, gathering the strength to be able to share those healing frequencies with others, okay? You have an immense amount of clarity. Divine does not want you to doubt your intuition, okay? The word devout was trying to come through. Devout. You are devout in your communion with the divine. And that's the reason why you have such clarity, okay? Your healing work has not been in vain. The torment and the torture that you've experienced has not been in vain, because what you did is you alchemized it. You became stronger. You learned how to defend yourself. What's that? Oh, creation. Yeah, you're creating. And as you create, you're continuing to heal and gain clarity. So your healing never stops. As you heal others, you are making realizations, deeper insights that come to you. And it's just furthering the work that you've already done so devoutly, so faithfully. Inner child. I feel like this is the healing work that you're really paying attention to now at this time, is nurturing your inner child. There are things that you have become aware of on this journey, this pilgrim journey that you've been on. There are things that you've been made aware of that Spirit has brought to your attention. Areas where you are able to infuse more love into your life, into those timelines. No matter how long ago something happened, you're still able to infuse life and light and love into that aspect of yourself. If you have children of your own, you know, I feel like as a parent, there are so many opportunities where when you connect with your children, you're able to heal as well. There may be a time, this is coming through, like say for example, if you have a child who's 5 or a child who's 13, or at whatever age it was that you experienced something traumatic, when you connect with your child at that age, a lot of times some memories will come back to you, because you're looking at your child saying, oh, I remember at that age, oh, 22, Ashe, balance is coming to you in your inner child healing journey. But when you connect with your child at the same age, when they're at that age that you were when you experienced a trauma, a lot of times memories will come back, and that presents an opportunity for you to heal that part of you. Okay? So that may be something that you're experiencing. Repair. A lot of repair has been done to your DNA. Okay, this is generational. This is your inner child healing. You're healing so many different aspects of yourself, of yourselves. And through this journey that you have gone through with this thief, this person who thought they could take so much from you. And it may not have just been one person. It could have been, I mean, those groups came through, the 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups. But Divine is saying that it was all worthwhile. And that's something that at one point on your journey, you were like, the hell? How is it worthwhile? How is this ever going to be worthwhile? But at this point on your journey, I really truly believe, beautiful being, that you are beginning to see it's all starting to come together, why this experience happened. And it's because you have stepped up to the plate and you have taken this opportunity that has come to you for you to learn as much as you possibly could. And you are winning. You are winning because a thief never wins. And you never, ever took anything from anyone that was not yours to take. You never did that. You were pure of heart, and you still remain pure of heart. That's why you still have faith. That's what sets you apart from other people who have been on similar journeys of pain and torment. You didn't allow it to tear you down. Okay, well, you know, we've been dealing with the mother. Okay, in the last couple readings, we've had mother wounds coming up. Okay, so father wound. There could be, the word abandonment is coming through. Also, toxic masculinity. harshness, harsh words, okay? These may be some things that you have experienced, okay? And as you are continuing on your healing path, these are wounds that are being healed. Not only by you and your dedication and your faith in the divine, but also by your ancestors. I mean, in your sleep, you are receiving healing energy. And you can set an intention as you go to sleep at night, opening up to healing energy for whatever wound it is that you have experienced, whether it's a father wound or a mother wound or whatever pain it is, okay? Divine, please give me some clarity on this father wound here. Yeah, well, I'm getting abandonment. Your father may have walked away. He may have turned his back towards you or to someone in your family. Okay. What's a message here, Divine? What's a message here for this father wound? Yeah, it's time to release negativity. This is Scorpio energy coming through. So either you or your father may have a significant Scorpio placement in your chart, okay? But Divine is saying that just like someone may have turned their back to you and walked away, you are going to find the courage to release this negative energy and walk through a door. And it's a door to freedom. It's a door to your light energy where you may have held on for so long to certain pains, certain wounds. But Divine is saying that as a result of something that you've been through with someone who wanted to take something away from you, it may have reawakened a father wound. Okay, so someone that you went through something with, something very difficult, something very hurtful, it may have re-traumatized you. There may have been, you know, you may have suffered from PTSD. But Divine says that you have the strength within yourself, from your ancestors, from your spirit allies, and from someone or people who love you, that support you. This could even be someone that you connect with virtually. I mean, the number of people that I have, about 4 people who have really taught me so beautifully in life, IRL, right? But the number of people that I come across online that I'm so inspired by and that channel so much healing energy to me, I'm so grateful for the internet for that, you know? So there is healing energy available to you for this, and I feel like you've already done so much incredible work with these wounds that you have carried. Divine says that the reward is your continual healing. So this experience that you went through, you will continue to reap benefits from it because of your faith. And because you did not allow yourself to be overcome by the darkness within this thief or these thieves that tried to come after you. Okay, someone is resentful here. I feel like for some of you who you're a person who harmed you or hurt you, if they are still on this earth, so it could be a parent, or it could be this person, this thief that you went through this experience with, they are resentful. And the reason why they're resentful is because this is this thief, okay? So whether this thief is a parent or whoever, it's someone who tried to take your energy away from you. And that was their goal. That's why they're resentful, is because you won. They know that they can no longer siphon your energy. They know that your energy is no longer up for grabs. They see you here as now you have transformed into the hunter. And it's like, you know, you're a peace-loving person. Don't get it twisted. You're a peace-loving person. I know that. But you can hunt if you need to. You will protect when you need to. because you have that Knight of Wands, 9 of Wands. I'm seeing a Knight of Wands as well. You will come charging in if you need to. But more than anything, you're standing there confidently, knowing your power and knowing what you've been through. So this person who's resentful, I'm going to pull some more on that, but that's how people feel when they lose. They only feel resentful because they've lost. Yeah, they're also embarrassed. This thief is embarrassed because they know that you are the victor. They have a lot of guilt over what they did to you, over how they tried to harm you. The lack of shame that they had then is stark contrast to how they are ashamed now that they've lost. And they did not just lose battles, they lost the war. That's why they're so ashamed. Lightning. I feel like you had an epiphany at some point in your journey, and it's like you realized, I don't have to put up with this anymore. And you gained your strength. It's like the strength was always there for you, but there was perhaps, I'm seeing a lot of 7 of Cups energy where there were illusions that were cast that was trying to shield you from your potential. So for a while you may have felt on this journey that you could not see your strength. You couldn't get in touch and in tune with your strength. But that has changed. Yeah. So this person who's resentful, this person who tried to overcome you, overwhelm you, they're feeling stuck now. They don't know what to do with themselves now. Yeah. Let's see what's going on here. Divine, show me this person, this thief. What's their energy? Yeah, oh, they're salty. They are very salty. They're bitter, they're dramatic, they're jealous. And you know what? Their jealousy is what triggered them in the first place. They saw energy within you that they wanted for themselves. Throwing shade. That's all they can do is throw shade. Yeah, they criticize, they disrespect, and they're judgmental. It seems as though they're trying to distract themselves with superficial connections, superficial attachments. They're trying to escape the world that they've created. They're trying to sleep through their pain, okay? They might be popping pills. They might be trying to numb themselves. They just don't want to feel the results of anything that they have created for themselves. This is a person who cannot take accountability for their actions. Okay, they're drinking a lot. This is a person who also may have dabbled in dark magic, black magic, trying to send evil intentions your way. Okay. For some of you, this person tried to poison you. Okay. I'm seeing a glass. They may have put something in a glass. But I'm hearing that the poison did not work. Whatever it was that they tried to give you, putting in your food. For some of you, they injected something like, it could have been candy or something like that. And if it wasn't actual poison, it was an intention that they put into it. Like I said, they may dabble into magic. Okay, what I'm getting is that they don't know what they're doing. They throw negative energy into whatever it is that they do. So everything they do is dark magic. They're not balanced. Okay, but they try to infiltrate your body with negative energy, whether it was through poison or through their intentions, the energy of their intentions. But the poison did not work because here you are, winning. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, 5 plus 8. This is card 58. 5 plus 8 is 13. This person was wishing death on you. If it wasn't a physical death, it was energetically. They wanted to take you out. I really hope that this is not for whoever this message is for. I really hope that this is not your earthly father here. But if it is, I just want you to know that Divine says you have a divine father. Okay? And I understand that energy because I was abandoned by my father. But you have a divine father. Okay? And all that was taken from you will be restored. Yes, Divine has made a vow to you that everything that was taken from you will be restored. Okay? Whether this was a father relationship, a relationship with your father, or relationship with a karmic lover, whoever it was, this was a karmic person who acted as a thief in your life. What I'm also getting is that they made a vow to you and they broke it. There again, I'm seeing those drinks there. So for a lot of you, this was somebody who really did try to tamper with your food and try to harm you with something that you ate. Divine says that, you know what? After all that you've been through, you're ready. And you're balanced. Okay? You're ready for the next move. You're ready to move forward. There was nothing that this thief could take away from you that will not be restored. Once again, you and your loved ones are safe. I mean, after going through something like this where someone is attacking you, your physical body, because that's what I'm getting. This person made attempts to physically harm you. That's why Divine is sending through these messages that you are okay. You are safe, beautiful being. You do not have to fear. What's being done in the spirit realm regarding this thief? So this thief is experiencing a third wheel. Some sort of situation where they connected with someone, more than likely in order to escape. Okay, this person, you know, is laying up with people, trying to find solace in other relationships. So they're experiencing a third wheel situation here where something's going wrong. Something is going very wrong for them. It's not going as planned. Yeah, and what they're having to face is the origin of the problem, which is them. Their jealousy, their insecurity, their unwillingness to nurture their roots, to tend to their roots, to tend to the heart of their pain. They're being faced with a transformation that they need to make. Meanwhile, you're getting ideas. You know, with all that you've been through, this really sounds like, for some of you, this could have been like a Lifetime movie. Okay, with someone who is so intent on and so motivated to bring you down. You're getting creative ideas. That's why Divine is bringing through that readiness card. You're ready for something. You're ready for your creative juices to just flow freely. Flow freely. Divine, is there anything else that needs to come through regarding this thief? Is there anything else that we need to know about this thief? Yeah. This thief is an inspiration for you to focus on your self-love. And that is the most beautiful thing that has come about from this experience, is that it has taught you the importance of always going back to you, to yourself, to loving yourself. Because that's the most miraculous thing about you in this whole situation, is that you never stopped loving you. You never gave up on you. And that's exactly what this person wanted. That's exactly what they wanted, was for you to give up on yourself. Because that's the only way that this person knows how to expand their energy, is by siphoning that of someone else. They don't know how to go to the root of what they're feeling and address that. That's what divine is allowing them to do, if they will. But honestly, yeah, this is about your action and your beginnings. This is about you taking action towards the creative inspiration that you have. This person has experienced a lot of rejection and loss. And this is because of the choices that they've made. They feel completely rejected. They feel completely fragmented. This feels like masculine energy. It doesn't matter if it's a male or female. They are in their masculine energy, but it's coming through as very toxic. Extremely toxic. They're in their south node. They're clinging to old habits, old ways. And that's what they wanted for you. That's what they were counting on you doing, was clinging to your old ways, clinging to whatever felt good. And that's what this person does with that drinking and laying up with people and having casual, superficial experiences, sexual experiences with people. That's not the way to heal. And you know that. You figured that out. But they don't know. You have a solid foundation. And that solid foundation has kept you steady throughout this entire experience. And you will just continue to build on that solid foundation. That's what has carried you through. If you were to continue with this person, you would be bound to toxicity, because that's what they are. They're bound to toxicity. That's why divine said no more. That's why they could no longer be a part of your life, is because it was time to break those chains. You have abundance that's coming to you with this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth energy, Ace. This is like Ace of Pentacles. You have a brand new opportunity ahead of you. And divine says there are even more opportunities that will unfold for you, because this is just your path. You are on a path of abundance and prosperity. Divine, what reassurance do you have regarding the finality of this situation with this toxic being? You are Six of Wands, and this person is going to have to watch you win. They're going to have to watch you continue to win. You are victorious. It's just your way. There's nothing that they can do to stop you. They have tried. They've done everything from trying to impact your physical health, your physical well-being, trying to bring harm to you, but they couldn't stop you. You are unstoppable. And so their finality, their final goodbye rests on your victory. They're just going to have to sit back and watch you win. As they continue to feel rejected because they're constantly chasing after superficial, toxic environments and people and situations. They're bound to toxic energy because they refuse to go back to the origin of their wounds and to heal themselves. Meanwhile, you are divinely protected. You are divinely protected. 44 on the timer. There is nothing that can harm you. You and your loved ones are safe. You've got new opportunities coming to you. You've got creative ideas coming to you. Movie keeps coming through. I keep thinking of Lifetime. Like some of you might be movie producers. You might be, or you might write a script, or you might write a play, okay? Some of you are writing songs to talk about your situation that you've been through. Some of you are sharing healing methods, things that you've done to heal yourself. Some of you are writing. But whatever it is you're doing, you're creating. And that's what's so beautiful, is that you have found a way to give life to something that was supposed to bring you death. This person was trying to take you out, and here you are bringing life, creating life from what they thought was going to take you out. That is alchemy. And that is why you are a magician. And they can't stop you. If they were going to stop you, they would have done it already. It would have happened already. Because remember that first message that came through was that with that pilgrim card. Well, I gotta find it now. But yeah. Okay, so on the pilgrim card, remember Divine said that the worst is behind you? You've been through the worst. There's nothing, and I feel like if nothing else, that's what this message is a message of reassurance. Will this person continue to try? And that's what I want to see, is moving forward, you know, any tactics that they're going to try. Because whatever it is, you're prepared for it, beautiful being. They don't know their left from their right. They can't even figure out what underwear they're going to wear tomorrow. They don't know. And I really do. I know that sounds harsh, or maybe like I'm joking, but I'm not. This person, it's like they're unbalanced. They don't have the focus that they need and the mental health that they need, the well-being that they need, just to make the ordinary decisions throughout the day. They don't know if they're coming or going. And so, yes, desperate people go to desperate measures. This person is desperate. However, they're stuck in the past. They also have situations going on with their children that they can't resolve. With this Six of Cups here, there are so many issues that have become bigger than they are. The result of all the problems they were trying to give you, the result of what's happened is so much bigger than what they ever planned for. Because you were supposed to be out of the picture now. You were supposed to be down and out. And so all of those efforts and intentions that they were putting towards you, it's like they don't know what to do now, because nothing that they tried succeeded. So this person is completely overwhelmed, completely stuck in the past, completely stuck to toxic beings and toxic patterns that they cannot get out of. You and your loved ones are safe. They are the ones who are feeling stuck, who are feeling embarrassed, and who have a ridiculous amount of guilt that they can't shake. They can't shake it. And so there is nowhere for them to go with you. There is nowhere for them to go with you. Even if they were try to come back to you, there's no seat at your table for this person. There's no seat at your table for this person. Okay? Divine says to focus on your creative energy, to focus on all of the life that you can bring about with your creative ideas, ironically, from this situation that was meant to take you out. That's what it was designed to do. And this person wanted to take you out because they were in such conflict with themselves, such mental conflict. Every time they looked at you, they could not stand to see your divinity and to realize that they felt like peas and carrots compared to you. And you know, the crazy thing is, like, you're the kind of person who you probably would have told this person if they approached you honestly and sincerely, you would have told them, but you can be somebody. You are somebody. You know, you would have given them a pep talk. But here they were using all of their energy to hate you. and to try to bring you down. So now they have to sit with that. Now they have to sit with that. Okay? Let me see here. I'm going to pull from this deck a little bit and see what messages are coming through. Just for, look, we got optimism right there. And you know what? You might be feeling cautiously optimistic because you have been through so much. You've experienced so much spiritual warfare. But Divine is reassuring you that you are safe. And there are beautiful things that await you moving forward. Let me get a message for you. Thank you, Divine. Oh, okay. So this person is rolling in their grave. And I really do feel like, I didn't want to say it because I want to let the cards talk, okay? But this person has brought themselves to a state of death. Whether it's physical or just energetic. I mean, either one is terrible. Either one, if it's too soon, if it's not a person's time to go, but because of their shenanigans, because of their unwillingness to heal toxic patterns, they bring on an early death. That is not the vision. That's not what somebody wants, right? That's not what we want in life. But that is where they have brought themselves. And it's because of the choices that they have made. Also, I see that this person was doing magic potentially with the moon. Okay, with the moon cycles, you may have noticed that things got really sticky around a new moon, full moon, okay? This person was really trying to work with the moon in order to bring you a harsh reality, harsh experiences that you would not be able to survive, but you did. And not only are you surviving, but you are thriving, and you will always thrive, beautiful being. That's the journey of the pilgrim. Because of your journey, there's no going back. You've experienced the worst already, and you're better for it. This person is belligerent. If they try to connect with you, contact you, I would not engage whatsoever. Okay? They are not willing to sit down and survey themselves. I feel like this is pretty much why they are now in this state now, where they are overwhelmed with an energy, a frequency of death, whether it's approaching physically or just energetically. Also health issues, okay, with this frequency of death, you know, especially with them trying to harm you physically, their health is not going to be in a positive state, because that's what they tried to bring towards you. And so it has returned to them. There's been a friendship breakup. The truth is coming out about this person. People are realizing, people who were in their corner playing their little patty cake games, thinking that things were so cute and so funny and so entertaining, there are now friendship breakups. This person is not able to depend on the same flying monkeys that they did before, because their flying monkeys are experiencing the same karma, that same energy of death that they are. And that's their karma. When you roll with a person, it's birds of a feather, okay? So they all have to experience the same karma. They all have to experience the same karma. And some of those friends, some of those flying monkeys have woken up enough to realize that the reason why they were having tower after tower after tower in their world is because they were still attaching themselves to this toxic, karmic being who was so intent on spreading death, gossip, lies, and ruin. Yeah, bringing back to life. So this person has been trying to bring something back to life. Communication, all right? Trying to bring something back to life, trying to bring back their games, but they can't. It's like they're these two hands that are reaching up. They can't, because they're drowning now in their misery. They can't do it. It's like the same old games that they were playing before, it won't work. Because now divine is sitting them down. Divine is sitting them down. Divine, please tell me about this protection that this beautiful being has against these this force of evil here. You've got Queen of Pentacles, honey. You've got abundance, you've got prosperity, you've got security. And this is coming to you as a result of your resilience, your tenacity. You refused to give up. I just looked at a sign. It says sassy, classy, and badassy. That's you, baby. That's you. And you deserve it because you have maintained a dedication to your strength. That's not to say that throughout this entire situation that you always felt strong, but you always wanted to feel strong. You always wanted to continue and to keep going. And now Divine is restoring everything to you that was taken away. Everything that was taken away from you. Also, I asked about protection. So your wealth is your protection. You're experiencing wealth, abundance, prosperity, stability. That is a part of your protection. What else, Divine? 55 on the timer. So there are changes that are happening for the good for you because that's your dharma. There are changes that are happening for this karmic that are for the worse because that is their karma. That's just the way it goes. Your intuition is a part of your protection. Also, I'm seeing spirits surrounding you that are, I'm going back to that lightning card that came through. It's like your ancestors and your spirit allies are giving you intuitive hits that feel like lightning. That is a part of your protection. Okay, wait a minute now. I'm getting excited. Okay, so look. You've got Knight of Cups and Four of Wands. So there is beautiful positive energy for you within a union. Now for some of you, this is a union within yourself. For some of you, this is a union within a relationship or a marriage, okay? It's like a return to love. There may have been a time before in your life where you felt secure within love. And for those of you that you've never felt that before, that's what's coming. And you're getting messages about this intuitively that are affirming for you that this is what's coming. This is your divine union. This is your beautiful union within yourself, and for some of you with another beautiful being. You've got strength and the star here. So all of your creative efforts, Divine is giving you strength. Divine is saying we are backing you up. Your ancestors and your spirit allies are not playing. Also, I asked for this message for protection. So your ancestors are, it's like, you see how she is there with that lion? She's in control. So they're saying that if this toxic being tries anything, your ancestors got it. Your spirit allies have got it. Okay? There's nothing that you need to fear. You are the star, so every single creative effort that you put out there, it is blessed. It is blessed. This is your reward for all that you've been through. This is your reward. Oh my gosh. And then we've got Ace of Wands and Ten of Pentacles. Stability, legacy. Wasn't that card that came through? Yeah, Ophelia. Inheritance. Look at that. Some of you are getting an inheritance, okay? Going back to the rune that we pulled. So Divine brought that right on back around. You've got Ten of Pentacles. This is a legacy that lasts. It is forever. This is wealth that lasts. It is forever. Also, there is DNA that's being activated within you. You may have had some ancestors that achieved wealth. This could be something that you're aware of or something that you're not. Divine is saying if you're not aware of an ancestor that had wealth, research, do some research, because you're going to be able to back this up in the physical realm. You're going to be able to back this up. Do your, if you've done your DNA testing or whatever, or if you, can. I have a cousin who has delved into all of that, and so I know how involved it is. I haven't done the work, but I know that it's very involved. But if you do get into researching your ancestry, you are going to find that there is someone in your bloodline who attained wealth. Okay? And don't think just because if you are of a minority, like I know as a black woman, I have ancestors who attained wealth. I mean, a lot of times we're told that, oh, you know, enslavement and all of that, but there were people who achieved wealth, even through very difficult circumstances. So don't let that fool you. You definitely have wealth in your ancestry. Divine is saying that this is being reawakened through you. So that DNA that may have been lying dormant, it is being reactivated because of your strength through this situation. 10 of Pentacles and Ace of Wands. And this is also because you are experiencing, I'm getting creative now, trying to do too much with my fingers. This is wealth that your creative efforts is bringing. You're generating wealth because of your creative efforts. Okay, I'm going to close with a Lilith card. I have felt her energy in this reading. Okay, so I thank you, Lilith, for coming through with those messages of abundance and strength and independence and ferocity, because that's something that this experience has done for you. It has made you ferocious, but in a beautiful, divine way, right? You're not going around attacking people. You're just ferocious about your intentions here on earth, about your divine gifts and protecting them and allowing them to become fruitful for you. Yes, thank you, Lilith. What message do you have for this beautiful being? The sun. Didn't I mention the sun? Oh yeah, and this is also because of that father wound. Divine is saying that you are being healed of everything that has ever ached. You're being healed. This is a part of your reward for what you've been through. You have proven yourself more than worthy. This is card number 5. Wait, no, it's not number 5. It's number 22. That looked like a 5. This is about your soul's purpose. Card number 22. So an immense amount of balance is coming to you, and healing, activation of your masculine energy, and healing of any father wounds. All right, 22. I just saw Mercury, Ashira, okay, the moon. All of these energies are backing you, supporting you. All right, your soul's purpose. There are many layers in your astrological DNA. When we're talking about DNA, it's being activated, reawakened, okay? The wealth in your DNA as well. And understanding your sun sign is a good place to start. When this card appears, confidence, joy, and time and the spotlight is on its way. It's time to move into the truth of who you are and align with your soul's purpose. The sun rules over the royal fire sign of Leo, and just as Leo loves being the center of attention, the sun is at the center and is the life force of our solar system. In ancient occult and spiritual traditions across the globe, the sun was highly worshipped, with deities invoking its energy. In alchemy, your sun sign represents the spiritual gold and inner light. This bright star is a luminary and provides the energy that is needed to sustain life on Earth. Without the interplay between the nurturing Mother Moon, reflecting the vibrant rays of Father Sun, there would be no life. It is the I wanted to say dedicate. It is the delicate dance between the divine feminine and masculine here on Earth. The sun is a personal planet, so depending on your unique birth chart, its traits are easily visible in your personality. Understanding where your sun sits within your chart provides a map of how to access this part of yourself. In ancient alchemy, the sun's placement in your natal chart can help you understand your higher self and align with this energy. The following guide can show you what energetic characteristics align the most with your sun sign. Find your sun sign in the following list by looking at the date corresponding with your date of birth. All right, and I'm going to let you screenshot that. All right, so this is page 1. All right, and then the second page. Also, if you want to look more into your natal chart, I always put the link below in the description box for you to run your natal chart for free. I really like, I think it's called Cafe Astrology. I mean, the interpretations are always on the spot. Like, they're very, 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 very accurate. I have always found. That's my opinion, okay? All right, beautiful being, you have so many beautiful things coming to you, and I hope that you enjoy these messages and gain some clarity and some understanding, some insight. And I just hope that you are aligning with the frequency of self-love, of love and creation, because that's what you deserve, is to love yourself as you create and do the beautiful things that you are called to do here on earth. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I wish you peace, I wish you joy, and I wish you so many blessings. Take care.